Hey everyone, it's Denise Brown. A couple days ago, one of our training program participants reached out to me. She was getting stuck and she wasn't quite sure where to go in her training material. So anytime that happens, I think of it as an opportunity to watch someone use the software that I use for our courses. So we connected on Zoom. Immediately, I was able to meet with her right away, which I always think is great too. Okay, so we met right away. We went through her sharing her screen, her showing me what she was going through, what wasn't working. And I thought, okay, I can see why she was getting frustrated. Part of it is she was doing too many things at the same time, but I also could see that there was something I needed to do to improve the experience for her. Even if she was doing 2 or 3 things at the same time, the things she was doing with me in the training program should have been easier. So I thought, okay, let's figure this out. Now, this happens pretty regularly. And I don't mean to say that I use crappy software. I don't. I always am looking to improve. And I use WordPress. So I started using WordPress. I was trying to think of how many years ago. A long time ago, I started using WordPress. And so WordPress is the foundational software, I guess you could say. And then you find other pieces of software that turn this foundation into what you want. So I have a store software that I've been using. Now I've been using it for a couple of years and I know I don't like it, but it's hard to find something different. So I've always been just tweaking it, playing with it, talking to it, asking it for a little more. And honestly, it was a month ago, someone else was having a problem enrolling. And when someone has a problem enrolling, I think, oh my gosh, this is terrible. This is terrible. So this nice training program participant, another one said, you know what, I'm just struggling with this error. And I couldn't create it on my side, but I knew it was an error created by the software. So I thought there's got to be something else I can use. So she let me know on a Friday. She said, well, I'll just come back on Monday and enroll. So I had 2 days to figure it out. So Friday night, up late, Saturday, up early, Saturday, probably about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I figured it out, redid everything. Sunday, I got up and I tested it, made sure everything was good. And then when she came to the site on Monday, she could enroll immediately. So when this other training program participant was saying, you know, it's not quite what I'm trying to figure out, I thought there's still some tweaks I need to do. And so I stayed up late last night making these tweaks, and I got up this morning and I figured something else out. And I thought, oh, I love to be able to create an experience for you that starts from when you decide to enroll. I want that experience to feel like it moves with you. So as you move through the training program, material moves with you. And then you meet with me for the live training, and it feels like you've taken all that you've learned and you apply it in the live training. And then you do all the other exercises and assignments. And then the training is over. And then you move out into the world with what you've learned, and you take us with you, especially in the consultant and comfort care family coach program. You meet with us every month to still receive support. So you take us with you. So this experience of when you first start to think, oh, I wonder what it would be like. And then you research me, and then you research the program. I am committed to giving you the best experience I can, so that when you enroll, you feel like, wow, what a smooth experience. And then you actually start learning and you think, wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't put those two together. I didn't see how that impacts something else. And then you get to apply what you learn and think, oh my gosh, I can make such a difference in serving family caregivers because I know now what I didn't get before. And then you go out in the world and we are still with you to provide support. And then I continue. So for instance, this has really been a great start to the year. I have partnerships with an employee benefit. We just found out we received funding to train direct care workers and family caregivers in the state of California. I'll tell you more when I can tell you more. And there's another partnership, which is just a fabulous experience with a consumer startup that's going to support family caregivers. And they're going to refer those consumers to our caregiving coaches. It's been wonderful to work with them. So fabulous, in fact, that we had a launch date of March 14th, but we were able to launch last week because everything was just fitting so nicely. So you still receive the benefit of having a relationship with me after the training program ends, because I am looking for opportunities. I want our work in the world to reach as many as possible. And the way that I can do that is partnerships that create opportunities for you. Sometimes those opportunities are referrals. So the two partnerships that I talked about, the employee benefit and the consumer startup, those are referrals to our coaches and our consultants. And then in California, our consultants will be the trainers, and they'll also be the trainers. So as individuals go through our training, led by our consultants, they'll have an opportunity to become a trainer of that program, and our consultants will provide help and support and training so that they feel comfortable and confident delivering that training. So I want everything to spread. I want it to spread. I want it to spread. And I thought this morning I was watching this video about this software that I started using a month ago that I just love. So I was able to replace this store software with this new software, which actually is new, wasn't available. But once I found it, I thought, wow, this is fabulous. And I was watching this video about this software and what's new and what we could look forward to. And I thought, this is fabulous. I should do more of this. And then I thought, I look bad because I stayed up so late trying to get it all working. And then I got up this morning to make sure it all worked. And I added one more tweak that I was so happy I figured out. But I thought, you know what, it doesn't matter what I look like. I'm just going to tell you that I am committed to the best experience possible for you. From when you first start to think, I wonder if I could be a consultant or a coach, to when you commit to actually enrolling, and then through enrollment, meaning when you buy, and then into actually accessing the training material, and then implementing what you learn, and then going out into the world, and then staying connected so that if the right opportunity comes your way because of what partnerships I have, you are there to receive it. I want to mention something else. I like to do all this software stuff because it's about strategy. I love strategies. It's probably why I watch World War II movies. I've often wondered, why do I watch these World War II movies? I'm always looking for another World War II movie to watch. And I think it's because that often is an experience of strategies. How do you win the war? But I also think it's how do you survive during really difficult, painful, awful day-to-day experiences? What are the strategies that help us survive? Always interested and fascinated by that. I had done a Gallup Strength Finder assessment probably 20 years ago. And one of my biggest strengths is strategizing. And I remember that all the time. And I remember that when I'm thinking, what can I do to fix this? What can I do to resolve this? What can I do to make this better? And I think, well, what's the strategy? If you're able to enroll in our silver level of our consultant training, you receive a free assessment through Strength Finder. And then you actually have a 1-hour coaching call with Carolyn, one of our consultants, about your Strength Finder results. If you know your strengths, right when you start a training program, it will help you as you think, how am I going to bring my strengths out into the world? And when you know what they are, you can actually use them to succeed. And that's what we're really about. How do we create success for you? Okay, so that's my update for you. This is my first video I've ever done without really worrying about lipstick. But it is what it is. I stayed up late, I got up early, and I feel really good about what I'm able to offer you. If you're interested, you can learn about our different levels of training on the website. It's careyearsacademy.com. And if you're thinking about it, one of the training programs, but you're not sure which is right, should you and how could you, schedule time with me. I meet with people all the time who are thinking through whether or not the training program matches what their goals are. I'm happy to talk it out with you. Again, I do it all the time, so you can schedule time with me. You'll find a link to my calendar on the website. You can also just send me an email. My email is all over the website, and just ask for time with me because I'd be happy to meet with you. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all you do. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.